Blindness is a lack of vision. It may also refer to a loss of vision that can be corrected with glasses or contact lenses. Partial blindness means you have very limited vision. Complete blindness means you cannot see anything. In spite of blindness, blind people have tried to cope with life, with many walking without a stick or without leaning on someone as if their eyes function. Others doing other different activities like cooking, washing clothes, and more. Some take it too far and even do some paintings, which people without any visual impairments cannot. But how about teaching normal students, yet you are blind? This man has been doing this for so many years.
The southeast trade winds blow from the Indian Ocean.
But how does he do it? Is there any challenges he faces while teaching?
There are minimal challenges that I normally face because, when the students sleep in class, you may not really know.
And if so, how does he deal with that on a daily basis?
But there is a method we apply, calling learners by their names to ensure that there is full concentration.
Due to having no ability to see, he thought having a family would be much more complicated. But today, he's a father to 3 children who see clearly. We visit this man and he tells us more about his life.
Yes, my name is Samindungu Mwangi. I was born like 3 decades ago. I am a visually impaired man.
Mwangi was born with visual impairments and he shared this problem with a sister who was also born like this. And life since young was always challenging. 1, due to being born in a humble background, and 2, being born with this deformity. Finding himself like this meant that his life would be full of many different challenges, of which some of them were easy to handle or deal with. And there are others that were totally complicated that up to this very day, he's yet to overcome them.
Some people discriminating me, denied some opportunities of doing 1, 2, 3 because they thought that I would not do it. But despite that, I grew up and here I am as a full grown-up man and working.
Lucky for him, he went to school as any other child and even performed better in class than many of his colleagues without being discouraged by his visual impairments. The man kept working harder and then after graduating, he became a teacher. Let alone being blind, but we normally don't get people who join the teaching profession due to several reasons that include low pay, high workload, lack of respect, and lastly, burnout. Who are teaching can be emotionally and mentally demanding, especially when dealing with challenging students, difficult parents, and other stresses. With that being said, how and why did he aspire to be a teacher?
Well, since I was in school, I really had that urge of becoming a teacher because a good number of teachers who taught me were my good models, were my role models. So I became interested, and especially when I finished high school, I really wanted to become a teacher. And good enough, God gave me that chance, and here I am. I went to college, I did the P1 course, did my university degree, and got employed. So it was actually something that I was really interested on.
He's now a professional good teacher with passion and enthusiasm. Excellent communication skills, patient empathy, flexibility, adaptability, creativity, dedication, and hard work.
And when they blow from the Indian Ocean,
it's not easy, he adds, but the dedication he has for this is beyond the ordinary. He's dedicated to students and works hard to ensure that they're learning and progressing, both academically and personally.
Yeah, there are minimal challenges that I normally face because, when the students sleep in class, you may not really know, but there is a method we apply, calling learners by their names to ensure that there is full concentration.
Despite being a teacher, Mwangi is also an artist. He can sing and play different music instruments, and he also tells us more about his other part that people may not know.
Well, I was not naturally born a musician because when I was 4 years, I remember I sang to one of the sponsors who had come to our school, and they really got impressed with my good voice because they told me that I've really sang well, and that one really motivated me. I remember I sang a Kikuyu song They didn't understand the language, but they really understood, they really embraced the tune, and they were very happy because they were from Britain. So that one gave me a lot of motivation.
He kept perfecting his passion, doing different rehearsals, then mastered this art. Right now, he claims that music is life, and it has taken him to far more places that he would have not reached if it wasn't music. As any other normal person, most people after growing up, they think of making a family. If you're a man mostly, that is getting engaged to a woman you love, and then make children and have a complete family. He also wanted that, but always thought it might go wrong or more complicated to him due to having this visual impairment, but had to give it a try anyways, and the result was quite fascinating.
The person approached a lady, got interested in her, and I was really tensed because I didn't expect maybe she would actually accept me because of the challenges I have. Obviously you have to have that low self-esteem because when she smiles, you don't respond. When she looks at you, you don't see. You entirely rely on the voice. So if the voice is gloomy, she's angry. And when the voice sounds like smiley voice, you know that, okay, well, you are advancing into a greater height.
And of course, it wasn't easy for him to quickly read women's body languages. However, the man was so optimistic and ready to do whatever it takes for him to find a lover. And lastly, it worked out in his favor.
I approached a lady, we discussed, and it took me quite some time before I proposed because I really wanted to know as to whether she would accept me. She just told me to give her time, and there she was. After a while, she accepted me. Then we did, we wedded, and there you are. I have a family, my wife, and 3 children, and I'm doing well with my family.
Being a father was the best thing to ever happen to him, as he was afraid that maybe her children might have a chance of being born with the same blindness problem, but grateful that his children can see, adding that being a father brings him a great deal of emotional fulfillment and satisfaction as he watches his children grow and develop into their own unique persons. If there is a lesson this man gives us, is not to ever give up in life. By staying committed and persevering through difficult times, you can achieve your goals and realize your full potential. Thank you for watching. I'm Elijah and this is Afrimax English. Remember to subscribe.